Hello, my name is Brooklyn Patton, and this is basically how fitness and wellness really helped me improve my life and my mood. One of the things that really helped me from fitness and wellness was whenever we learned about nutrients and learning about how we need to specify our diets due to how our bodies are either shaped or our genetic codes. One of the very many things I ended up swapping out after learning about this lesson was my consumption of sugars. So I've cut my consumption of sugars by an extreme amount, and one of the things that really helped me was my sugar and energy drink consumption. That was a really main thing of just drinking sugary sodas, and one of the ways that I have really been able to help that and just decrease it is I got one of these Circle water bottles. I didn't get the actual Circle water bottle, I got just one that I had at home, and then I got the Circle cap, and it gives me a sweeter flavor without having any unnatural additives into it. I like to use the little kid fruit juice ones, and then every now and then they do have caffeine ones that I use specifically for whenever I'm at work. Whenever I was at work, that's whenever my caffeine consumption would hit its highest, because I would be working long amount of hours and then I would be very stressed out on top of it, and it would just make me extremely tired. So a quick fix for that was energy drinks, but a lot of them have either a lot of sugars or a lot of unhealthy sugar substitutes. Another thing that really impacted me was learning all about stagnant movements and just realizing how long in a day that we really sit and just are in class or doing homework or even in band class, that I'm just sitting there for the most part. So what I've been doing is I managed to get one of the little Y subscriptions that we have through school, and one of my favorite things to do during the summer is going and swimming. However, I do have dyed hair, so I normally don't get into chlorine very much. I was able to get one of the swing caps to cover my hair, that way it doesn't get damaged from the chlorine and the colors doesn't come out. And about 2 to 3 days a week, depending on how my schedule is impacted and how my homework levels are, I go and swim for a couple hours each week. On top of that, I have begun running around with my new puppy that I have. He is very energetic and he really helps in helping getting me moved. He was finally able to understand how to work on the leash, so we are able to run together. He's obviously still able to run more than me, but I'm slowly. One final section that really helped me was stress management. I have a lot of stress from homework and then long hours at work on the weekends. My entire weekend is taken up with me working at my job, which I normally am a closer, so I work really late into the night, which also doesn't help with stress because I'm normally either alone or there's only one or two other people on that shift, and it can just be very overwhelming and stressful. Then if you go on top of that with studying for tests while on the weekends, it tends to just overwhelm you, and whenever I feel overwhelmed is whenever I fall back on those bad eating habits, and it just doesn't end well. Using the stress management that we learned and learning how to cope with it, I have been able to either play music in the lobby that I really like to kind of like zone out whenever customers are not there. I obviously do play my instrument, which is really peaceful, especially whenever using a slow or melodic song. Another way is I draw a lot in my free time, if I have the free time. And that's really nice because then I have a product that I can go and show my friends, which also makes me feel better. With the stress management also, with using the stress management and the nutrition with it, it has greatly improved my mood and just my energy in general. I don't really rely on energy drinks a whole lot anymore, and I overall just feel a lot better.